Hello, if anybody's popped in while I'm fumbling and trying to get myself in order, it's been a week. Ladies and gentlemen, but hi everybody, hi. Um, Come on. I mean, when I'm telling you I'm having like major technology issues, I was trying to get these out last night or early this morning, and it just wasn't happening. Nothing was cooperating, so I just basically said, fuck it. And so I'm gonna try to finish, and then I'm let me just log in so I can see your comments from here. Which I love y'all, and I'm not gonna mean to like completely ignore anyone who pops in today, but I got to try to get through these quick. I gotta go to work, of course. I do have a connection. Can we act like it? Chapter retry. So if you didn't watch any of yesterday's, last night's, this early this morning's, I I got a new Oracle deck. Finally, it came. Yay! Okay. I had done a cutout. I tried Libra. No, I did Sagittarius. It cut off on Sagittarius. I managed to get it back on once, and then it cut off again, like when I was doing Libra. So that's when I said, fuck it. And, hi, Queen Empress. How you doing, sweetie? And, so I believe I had done, no, no, I got it right here. I had done, yeah, I had done Libra. I was on Libra when it cut off last. It cut off when I was doing Sagittarius, but I had pretty much gotten the message out for the most part. Um, I had done Gemini and I had done Pisces. So part one, when you see it, when I completely finish getting this up, and it's already up. Part one has Pisces and Pisces, Gemini, um, Sagittarius, and Libra. So I watched it. Basically, Sagittarius was um, somebody's in your business and kind of ruined your life. Hmm. That happens. And sometimes it's not like a person should be. It's like when you have people that don't know how to deal with other people all around. It doesn't matter what they put their hands in. It's gonna mess up. It's best to just cut some people completely out of your life and never communicate with them at all. But it happens, and because people just don't have the best intentions a lot of times. Um, so there's a situation going on that you kind of Sagittarius you find kind of feel out of control about, and it really is out of your hands. You're just gonna have to try to heal and move on and make the best of it, like anything else. Um, Libras, you were trying to. It's like there's something you don't want to deal with, so you want someone else to have to deal with it. So you were making excuses, like for instance, why someone should stay in a relationship because um you know that even though the person was wrong in the relationship, it's like you want someone to forgive them for your own selfish reasons. Okay, all right. I don't know. Okay, so that was your messages for my Libra and my Sagittarius. Um, okay, so let's move on. So next up, excuse me, and I didn't do my spirit gods and goddesses, guardian angels and watchers. Please be there to deliver a positive message for my collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses for August 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Um, Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, so all right. Oh wait, I have to pull a card. We got to see who's next. All right, the Hermit card, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, my Virgos, and my energy is kind of low, y'all. Excuse me. MissNJoy had the tower moment, and I'm still recovering. So I'm very, very tired and stressed, but I am here for y'all. And I really probably should have just said I'm just gonna be back next week to read, but I just can't. I'm an Aries. I got to keep going, and that helps me too, to keep going. You know, it helps to keep going. For those of you who are wondering, I ended a twin flame journey. I mean, that's always going to be my twin flame. That's always going to be my particular divine masculine, but I've come to the end of the road there, and I will, hopefully he will continue to learn the lessons that he needs to learn, and maybe we can pick this up next lifetime. Because in this lifetime, I cannot. I cannot. There's just too much, sometimes the toxicity within a person, it's there from birth. You know, not birth, but, and it wasn't there from birth. It wasn't there from birth. It was done. It was done. It was poor, misguided raising. Instead of teaching your child to love, you taught your child to steal. What kind of shit is that? All the way around. Just steal and be dishonest. Okay? Alright. Alright, Spirit, let me have 5 cards. 4 more cards for my Virgos. 4 more cards for my Virgos, please. And then I wasn't getting the right energy from my deck last night either. I think that's really more of a personal, I don't know. It reads well for water signs. It's the Tarot of a Moon Garden. And it really reads more for water signs. And I need to start. I have, for instance, I feel like this particular deck is like more in tune with like earth signs and air signs. And then I have a deck that I feel like is really more in tune with fire signs. And then, like I said, I have one that's like, I feel like it's more in tune with water signs, masculine, feminine deck. I mean, different decks have different energies. Oh, the Devil card. I'm trying to remember. It's been a hell of a week, y'all. I'm trying to remember what my last Virgo read was. Devil card and the Hanged Man. Okay. All right, so we have the Ace of Staffs, the 8 of Staffs, the King of Swords, the Devil card, and the Hanged Man. Okay. Yeah. So you're realizing that somebody you're dealing with, what is it? It's the same week. When I tell you, when I sit here and every sign I put, and I've been watching other readers, the energy for this month, this period, everybody, like I said, I've been preaching it and I've been saying it, saying it, and saying it, and saying it, and saying it. If you go back and watch my dailies, if you go back and watch my special edition solar eclipse videos, if you go back and watch, it the solar eclipse in July, followed by the lunar eclipse in July, and the 5 planets in retrograde, and I mean, I was telling a coworker of mine the other day, and she was like, I don't know what it is about you. I talk to you. I don't talk to people at work, but I talk to you. Um, I got to finish her case file too. Um, the planetary placement is cleaning house. Okay, you can't. You everybody's moving on. Everybody's letting go. Everybody's clearing out what doesn't serve them, and and that's what I see here. Everybody, the lights are coming on. The sun is rising. Everybody is starting to see anything that has been done. What is that? Is that's Saturn and Neptune? That those two are that have been in retrograde. Did anybody end? Let me see. I have my old board that I used to have. Like it used to be behind me, but when I put up my backdrop, I took it down. My dry erase board. It's like over there behind my door. I was like, so I'm trying to read it. I've got everything written there. Let me see. I can't see the dates from here. I have to recheck and see if anybody has left. Other than I know that the Mercury retrograde ended on the 2nd, but we're still going to be feeling the residuals of that until up about maybe the 16th or the 17th of August. Um, but it's Neptune. I think that talks about karma and Pluto with things being hidden and everything that's anything done being that was done in the dark, anything that was being hidden, shady behavior, shady ways, the masks are coming off of people, um, to shine light on who and what these people and situations really are. So people are starting to realize the truth about a lot of shit. This fall period, is a major, and the end of the year is a major clearing out of. It's gonna be a lot of lonely people at Christmas time. What do the lonely do at Christmas? Okay, you know that song. Excuse me, I just woke up. Y'all know that song. Some of y'all old school heads with me, my sisters, y'all know that song. What do the lonely do at Christmas, bitch? What do you do? Hmm. I got family. Hope y'all got family. Rely on your family. Rely on your friends. I've been seeing that a lot, a lot. Okay. Never be alone at the holidays. The highest rate of suicide is around the holiday time. Something that should just be abolished anyway, as they stole it from the spiritual people. Um, Stolen pagan holiday. Y'all know the story. Jesus was born in the summer. I'm sorry. Moving forward. Um, so this Yuletide season, it's gonna be a lot of lonely ass people. But for Virgo, and that's what I see happening. So with the Ace of Staff, you're working on yourself. You're working on yourself, and I'm getting that. I don't get that this is. I'm seeing that you're moving toward an energy. Honestly, I don't. There's a King of Swords here, but I don't feel like this King of Swords. This King of Swords is your energy. Okay, I'm getting that the King of Swords is your energy, and that with the Devil card here and the Hanged Man, you're getting a little too. It's starting the energy of me for some is starting to get slightly unhealthy. Okay, with the Devil card and the Hangman, and that you need to try to do something different to release that energy. I know. When it gets like that, when you've been, does the dailies have, for my collective, have been a progression, a story of of what you're going through out there. And the Virgo journey has been that you were seriously hurt. I mean, majorly hurt. I mean, who hasn't been? But for others, it's more so worse. It's more worse for some people than others. I mean, it's more worse. It's worse for some people than others. Um, so your journey has been quite difficult. You come from a place where somebody like trashed your life, and you went into your hermit mode. My Virgos, the hermit card is representative of you for a reason. So you went into fuck love mode. I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna work on me, and that's wonderful. But it's getting a little toxic now, and you need to let up. Okay? You need to let up. You need to look at some things differently here with the hangman and do some things differently. You need to let some people in. All right? You need to let your walls down a little bit. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition as to who to deal with and who not to deal with. Um, but you can't just keep cutting people off and cutting people down. Okay? You got to let somebody in. All right? You can't stay in. You can't stay in hermit mode energy, which is here by myself, want to be by myself, just leave me alone, just leave me alone. You can't be there right forever. You can't stay there. It's not healthy. Everybody needs somebody sometimes. Because what do the lonely do at Christmas? It's coming. You want somebody to get naked under the tree with you, don't you? Well, yeah. Okay, moving on. Moving on. I gotta try to get through these quick today, y'all, really. All right, so the chariot car. And I'm like, when I get overtired, I get silly, so there's going to be a lot of joking and laughing. But we're going to try to get through this. And I will be on this weekend. I just don't feel, I wear a denture. MissNJoy lost her teeth because I actually have the SLE form of lupus. And I had babies. I had 5 babies. I had 2 babies at the same time last time. And during the pregnancy with my twins, I'm going to have to pause and go fix it. I lost, like, the majority of my teeth just went horribly bad. So I wear a denture, and it's just not in there good. So I'm hoping I can get through this. Okay. Because it's like the more it talks, the more I talk, the looser it gets. So we're going to get into my Cancer energy. The Chariot card is representative of Cancer. Hi, my Cancers. How are you doing? There's a Cancer I'm thinking about reaching out to, but I'm scared. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized, and I have to get through some relationship issues, and this person embodies a couple of the same qualities of what I'm trying to get away from. So, but it's a completely different person, so I'm trying not to hold. The person has a kid. I know I have 5, but mine's a grown. You don't have to deal with my children until my daughter comes down here to interrogate you and find out if you're good enough from her mama. You don't have to deal with my children because she's coming. I tell her there's someone new, she's gonna be like, I'm coming. She's my clearinghouse. She didn't like the masculine at all. She all but bribed me to leave him. Okay, all right. So we have the Moon card, and I'm gonna pull. I'm not gonna shuffle because I got to get through these. The 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower card. Oh, shit. Everybody. What the heck? So you got the Moon card, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower card. Uh, from what I see, somebody's gonna... I'm getting... Okay. So somebody's got a secret relationship, and it's about to come out. Or it's about to end. Okay, something's going to happen. There's a relationship that, or you love somebody secretly. Okay, for some of you, you got a secret thing going on. You got a hidden boo thing. Okay, and it's definitely a connection. Okay, a soulmate connection. There's definitely love there. There's definitely a lot of love there. But somebody's going to make an offer for some of you, okay, I'm sorry. And for some of you, Yeah, somebody's going to make an offer, but it's going to be rejected for some of you. And for some of you, it's not that the offer is going to be rejected, or I'm getting, somebody's going to find out. Somebody's not supposed to find out. Like somebody's married, possibly. For some of you, somebody's married and somebody is running around offering their cup to other people. You know, out there flirting and trying to get with somebody, or they secretly want someone else. And it's all going to come to the light. All right, let me clarify just a little bit. Let me clarify just a little bit. Anybody else here? Queen Empress, are you still here? And I really should have just... Okay. Here's the moon card here, Spirit. Right, Two of Wands. Somebody can't decide what to do. Definitely a marriage. Okay. So somebody's married, but they're in love with somebody else. Okay. The Two of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Wands. Right. You don't feel like you're in control of this situation. You don't feel safe. Um, so somebody needs to be working on their marriage. But they're out here playing the field with the Seven of Cups, exploring their options. It's going to cause them to be hurt. You're going to get hurt. That's why the Tower card is here. The Ace of Cups clarified by, right, the Seven of Wands. So somebody's going to block you. Like I said, somebody's going to block you and cut you off. And then here with the Tower card, they're going to be like, no, motherfucker, you married. Okay? And I love myself too much to deal with this. That's what that is. Somebody's going to make you an offer, or somebody's going to either make you an offer, or you're going to make someone an offer. But somebody, okay, only you know which one is what one or what one is who, but somebody is secretly, and I mean, I understand, it happens. It happens. I can't talk about that situation because that person is married. There's someone that I feel like is in love with me or has feelings for me, but they're married. Okay? And I can't go there. My morals will not allow me to go there. I know my worth, and I believe that person knows as well. So they're not gonna. They're just gonna sit on those feelings. They're not gonna express them. Although I'm an empath. I feel it. I feel it every time I see that person. But and it's sad because I like the person, but the person's married. You're married. You're married, and so that's the situation that I'm getting. All right. Somebody secretly has fallen in love. When you spend a lot of time, especially if it's at work, or just somewhere that you go all the time, or someone that you have to deal with on a regular basis. God forbid, it could be a family member, whew, or a very close friend. Okay, but the person is married. Someone is married and you can't accept that love, or you're married and you cannot offer that love, but somebody's still going to, and somebody's going to reject it. All right? With the Tower moment, the Tower card, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Princess of Swords. Somebody's going to be like, I can't, baby, you're married. I want to. God. With the Five of Cups here, I feel like somebody wants to, but they can't. You're married. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Nothing good ever comes. Okay. All right. Moving on. Moving on. That was Cancer. Don't do it, Cancer. Don't do it. All right. So, oh, wait. I got to pull. I have to get used to my system. Okay. Death card. All right, my Scorpios, my wonderful, beautiful Scorpios. Aquarius, Aquarius. Hi, Aqua. All right, Queen Empress, I haven't got to you yet. I don't know when you're going to come up. The way I do it now, because when I watch, and I've said this, I'm going to say it until y'all understand why I do it the way I do it. When I watch other readers, I watch for a lot of things. There's only like a few, there's only There's about 4 good readers. No, there are more. Some of them are on and off, but there are only like 3 or 4 good readers that every time I watch them, they hit me over the head with some shit that's spot on. There's Miss Lulu over at House of Oshun. She just told me about the portal by my refrigerator, which I knew that already, but when she said it, I was like, whoa, bitch, go girl. Anyway, um, um, Tyler's tarot is on and off, and that's where I heard this complaint at. So I'll get back to him in a second. And Cancer Moon, he'll hit you good. He has dailies that are awesome and wonderful and inspiring. Whether the message hits you or not, he gives wonderful, positive, uplifting messages. I recommend anybody watch him. And Old Miss Spiritual OG, honey, sister be reading them cards. You skinny though, girl. You need to come see me. I need to feed you. All right, MissNJoy, hey, you're fat, baby. None of my children are small. None of my children are small. They're sickly. My babies are sickly. They ain't never miss a meal. And will still complain. I'm hungry. Bitch, you not hungry. Need some leftovers. Leftovers. All right, my Scorpios. All right, my Scorpios. All right. All right, 5 cards for my Scorpios. We got the Chariot card, the World card, the Hermit card. Oh, I forgot to say, but that's why I didn't even finish that conversation. But on Tyler's tarot, I had the Pisces. Constantly, they were over there complaining to him, and he was like, I can't do anything about the order of the zodiac. It goes from Aries to Pisces. So if you go in order, which is a lot of zodiac readers, you have to keep, you have it if that's the way you go, that's the order you go in, that's the order you go in, and it helps keep everybody who's here. Fabiana, hi, good morning, and Juliet, hi, Juliet. Oh, that's a beautiful name, Juliet Deschade. That is a beautiful name. All right, okay. So, like I said, over at Tyler's Tarot, the complaint was Pisces were like, why are we always last? If you have to keep in your mind an order of which you're going to go so you don't miss anybody. And so, if you're going in order of the zodiac, Cancer Moon does it in a way where he does fire, water, air, earth, fire, water. He goes in an elemental order. That's how he keeps it in his head. And it mixes it up for him. He has a way of mixing it up. Tyler's straight away. And so his Pisces are always last. And they're like, why are we always last? So I'm like that too. I have to go in order to keep a track of everybody so nobody gets missed. So to remedy that, and if I can catch one of his chats, I'm gonna suggest it to him. Or if somebody can, or I might tag him, or I might try to send this to him somehow. I don't know how, but I have a Major Arcana deck, which is the Major Arcana cards only. It's like if you have a player's deck, like it would be face cards. And so I pulled out the 12 cards that specifically represent each zodiac sign. And so I shuffle those cards and I flip through them. I know when I get to the end of it, I've done everyone, but it gives a fresh order. So Pisces aren't always last, and Scorpios aren't always in the middle, and Aries isn't always first. Okay? All right, so that's how I do it. So that's why I really can't tell you where I'm at or when you're going to come up, my Aquarian, Miss Queen Empress, but hang on. Okay? Hang on. And then it keeps people in suspense. See, now you can't pop in here and, like, if you're a Taurus, watch for 2 readings and then go. You gotta stay. Ha. All right, so, all right, my Scorpios, my attention is yours now. All right, there's the Chariot card, the World card, the Hanged Man. Juliet's a Virgo. Did I do Virgo? I did Juliet. I did Virgo. 2 people back. I did, before this, I did Cancer, and then before that was Virgo. So, Juliet, you're going to have to catch the playback, baby. And I don't know if it'll play back for you already, but you're going to have to catch the playback and watch your Virgo, because you were done, like, about 2 o'clock. Okay. All right, so I got the Chariot card, the World card, the Hanged Man, the Star card, and the Hermit card. So, So I think we were talking about you coming to the realization that you just weren't sure. You had been dealing with somebody. Your storyline for the dailies had been you had been dealing with someone or something that you just were not sure about. It wasn't sitting well with you, and I tried. I tried to get you to open up and just look at it from every different direction and not just throw it away and walk away from it. But I kept getting from my collective that there was something you just could not like. It's like when everything seems good, but you just know that something ain't right, Too good to be true, too good to be true. And so your intuition kept fucking with you. It kept telling you something's wrong. Mine was like, for months, I joked with for like, when I started my dailies, I just joked with you, Scorpio, because I kept saying, you're happy and you're here. Why are you here? If you're happy, why are you here if you're happy? But, hey, and like I said, but just keep coming and keep watching. And as the planets move on and the planetary placement changes, like I said, and things are being brought to the light now that we're in the dark, you still haven't gotten past that situation. And one of the last few reads I did for you guys, I basically said, I'm not going to make you stay anymore. I'm not going to hold on. I'm not going to tell you to hold on to this any longer. If your intuition is beating you that bad that you feel like, this is just not, something's just wrong, okay? Then by all means move on. If you're not ready, if you can't invest for whatever reason, and my message was that if you're not 100% sure, then don't. Never force yourself into a situation that you're not cool with. It doesn't sit well with you. If there's a tiny red flag, if there's a light pink flag that is bothering you, then move on, okay? To tell people to ignore their intuition is what has gotten society to such a horrible place in the first place. Because honestly, if I had married the very first boy I loved, my life would be great. But so many people had something to say about that situation that, like, both of us just kind of, it just kind of, we let people get to, and actually it was parents, more so mine than his. His mom was awesome. Um, and recognized that I was a good girl at a young age. But on my side of the family, they were like, she's too young. She's too young to be all caught up or tied up with some guy. He's a wonderful man now. Damn family. Okay, now, um, but in your case, Scorpio, you've moved on. With the Chariot card to the World card, you put an end to this. You're tired with the Hangman. You're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know why. I feel you. I'm here. And I don't know why. I just don't know why. You felt emotionally unstable in the situation, so you're just like, fuck it. You're going to be by yourself. Okay, with the Hermit card here, with the Hangman. You're like, I'm tired of trying to figure out why. My intuition is telling me that this is something wrong, or why I'm seeing all these red flags, or why I can't feel settled and feel comfortable and happy in this situation. There's a reason. It could simply be that that's just not the person that you're supposed to be with, and that there's somebody else coming in for you. It could be that person is hiding something. It could be because you never know. I saw a story. I said I wasn't going to talk to y'all like this today. I needed to move on. I saw a story, but I'm going to say this because it's important. I saw a story one time a lady was telling, and she said, and she had been in a physically abusive relationship. And people were like, how the hell did it happen? How did you allow it to get to that point? And the woman was like, he was perfect. He was perfect for like the first 3 to 5 years or so. And then she said one day he asked something of her, and she told him no. And it was like a light switch went on or off, whatever. It was like a flip. And all of a sudden, he just started beating her ass, like regular. Like, it was just. So, in all honesty, you just never know. A person can play nice, and you never know. In my first marriage, and I don't mean to err, because that is the father of my children, and he's no longer in the physical world, but the truth is the truth, and I can't hide my truth, and they're adults now. But one time, I was in a car with my first husband, and I can't remember why, but I can honestly tell you it was nothing that anybody deserves. No one, no adult deserves to be cursed at and just dogged out and just put down. But that's what was going on at the moment. I was being dogged out and cursed out and just put down at that moment. And we were in the car, and he was in the passenger. I mean, the driver's side. I was in the passenger side, and I was sitting there crying, just crying and crying and crying, listening to these words just hit me and hit me and hit me. And someone walked up to his car door window on his side, and like that, he rolled down that window and he turned his head and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up?" Like, you weren't just the devil in my fucking ear, and like a light switch. And so, like, this entire marriage, and to this day, there's an entire small town of people who don't. There's a few people that know now, and it pisses me off because they don't speak up. But it's not their truth to tell, I guess. I don't know. But my thing is that my kids felt like it was all my fault for some reason, and that was hurtful. Okay, but because I didn't let them know everything that went on. That was their father. They didn't need to know all that. There's things children just don't need to know. My older children knew and picked up on it, especially my oldest daughter. But a lot of other my younger ones, they were babies. They didn't. So and it's like there's a whole town of people who don't understand why I left this great, awesome guy. And I'm like, y'all don't know that great, awesome person behind closed doors. Okay? People can hide who they are in amazing ways. And if there's something telling you, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there, by all means, I'm seeing that you cut this off. And I'm seeing that you're just going to heal and wait on what you really want with the star card. That's wish fulfillment. So just wait on someone that doesn't give you this feeling. Because if you can't close your eyes and rest well next to a person at night, it's nowhere up from there. That's a downhill feeling. That's not going to change. That's not going to go away. All right, so you did the right thing. See that you ended this cycle because you just didn't know. With the hangman, I'm like, I just keep hearing, like, I just don't know. I just don't know, but I can't. It's like a nagging I'm feeling, like a nagging feeling, like, just, I don't know, but I can't. Almost frantic, like, so you got the hell away. All right, because charity is fast movement. So you just told this person that you cut this situation off. And you're just going to be by yourself and chill by yourself for some healing. Okay, so you ended the situation, and you're just going to move forward. And that's what's up. Just wait on the person that is meant for you, Scorpio, okay? It's out there and it's coming, babies. All right? I love you guys, and we're going to move on. All right, next up, Leo, strength card, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo. Okay. Nope, I said we weren't doing this today. We were shuffling regular. We were pulling from the top. We were saving time. We are saving time. I will. Anybody else here? I will. I've got. Where am I saying? I will be doing lives. Hit your notification bells. Hit your notification bells, people. I will be doing lives this weekend. I will be taking questions. Questions will be $11 if you want a question. My private readings are $33 for 3 questions. So, and if you want more, it's another $11 after that. But so when I do Q&A sessions and chat sessions, I will take questions for $11 a question. Okay? So all weekend, when I have time between running around with my mom and my private readings that I have scheduled for the weekend, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can email me. You can email me. I get my email notifications. But the best and the quickest way is to find me at Missn, MISSN, and then Joy on Facebook and Messenger. Friend me on Facebook, and then send me messenger, message on Messenger, and your little circle chat head will pop up, and I will instantly see you. Okay? That's the best way. Okay. All right, my Leos, we have the Page of Coins, the Eight of Staffs, Page of Coins, Eight of Staffs, Queen of Staffs, whew, Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So somebody's basically just going to... So basically, somebody's just simply going to... You're going to have a heartache. You're going to have somebody, and you're going to need to rely on family. And I just... I see you moving away from a situation that just isn't stable. I see you moving away from a situation that just isn't stable. And the Three of Swords is here, and then the Three of Cups is here. So I need to clarify just a little bit and see if I can get more specific. All right, why is the Page of Coins here? The Star card, and the Three of Wands, the Eight of Staffs, clarified by the Princess of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. And then the Queen of Staffs by the Justice card, and the Queen of Cups. And then the Three of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Wands. And yeah, so, okay. All right, yeah, so Temperance and a Tower moment. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, but you're going to be okay in the end because you're financially stable. So this is going to, even though there's a Tower moment here, a Tower card, the realization, it's more of a realization, or whatever's going to happen, it's just going to make you realize that you need to turn to friends and family to help you get through the situation. But basically, you're just realizing the truth about a situation here with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords. So you're realizing that somebody just was not any good for you. The situation was basically holding you back. And I'm not seeing change, or that it was going to change. So you're realizing the truth about a situation and that you just need to get out of it. Okay, so I'm getting that this Tower card is more of an epiphany than just it may also be an event, but something's going to make you realize that you're better off by yourself here, or you're more stable by yourself with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so, and like I said, you've been waiting on, you've just been hoping and wishing for stability. You've been waiting on your ship to come in. You've been working on doing what you need to do for yourself, and you've been trying to cut out this situation for a while. You've been trying to move away from this situation for a while. You just want stability. You're tired of somebody not knowing what they want, okay? With the Queen of Staffs, and then the Justice card, and the Queen of Cups. So you're definitely getting what you deserve. And actually, I'm seeing that. Yeah, so basically the scales are balanced, or evened out for you. And you're just, this was just something that was just time. It was just time with the Ace of Swords. You just had to realize the truth about a situation and move forward. So I'm going to need you to rely on family and friends. Know that this is for your greater good, okay? Because your energy at the end here is coming out as the King of Pentacles. All right? So that's stability, that's grounding. That's abundance. But it's kind of slow moving. So I'm going to need you to really keep working on this situation. I mean, on yourself. And just don't go, whatever this was that you're moving out of and moving away from, don't go back to it. All right? Just don't go back to it. You're going to need to move forward and continue to move forward and stay in your power. All right, Leo? So you're realizing the truth about something. Like I said, have some fun. Go out with family and friends. Don't let it weigh you down. Don't dwell on it. It's going to take some time. You keep working on your goals. And I'm hearing this was just a hindrance anyway. Whatever it was, whoever it was just a hindrance anyway. All right? So move forward. Rely on friends and family. Get out. Go do something. Don't sit around. Don't be stagnant. Let it go and move on. Okay? It's for your greater good. You're coming out at the end of at the end in the King of Pentacles energy. So you're going to be abundant. You're going to be stable. You're going to be fine. Okay? You're going to be there. As Trump could say, it's going to be on. All right? All right. Hi, Keisha Stewart. How you doing, baby? Hey. All right. So who's next? I'm sorry. I got to remember. The Emperor card. Aries. Lord, this is my sign. We're going to see what happens. Can Spirit please not lend my energy to this reading? Please do not lend my... But if it's an energy for the collective, which for a lot of Aries, I'm sure it is, it's going to say what it's going to say. Spirit's going to do what Spirit's going to do. All right, Spirit, please send me a positive message for my Aries collective, please. For my Aries collective, please, Spirit. For my Aries collective, please, Spirit. All right, we have the World card, the King of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Four Coins, and the Ten of Staffs. You're into the cycle with the King of Cups. You are you're looking at things differently. You're looking at life differently, and but I'm getting that. I don't get that it's you that's holding on. Oh yeah, well yeah, I do, but I'm getting that it is money, it is financial that you're holding on. You're not holding on to the King of Cups. You ended a cycle with the World card. The World card is an end of a cycle, a completion of a cycle. Okay, with the King of Cups, all right. And now you're looking at everything differently. You're like, I'm gonna do shit different next time. This is my energy too, y'all. I'm gonna do when I get into the next relationship. This person is going to be stable. This person is going to be abundant. This person is going to have. And so now, because you've been stagnant, you've been stuck, you've been trying to move forward, but I'm getting that so I'm really honestly getting that you're just saving money, all right? And you're getting a handle on the situation and working hard, because in the Ten of Staffs, for some people, the Ten of Staffs is like, it's the end of work, all right? There's still work ahead, but it's like, I got this, all right? And this particular depiction. He's got, let me see if I can get close enough to where you guys can see it. Let me see. Okay, so he's holding 9 wands in one arm on this side. And on the other one, he's got one held up. Like, I got this. I got these. I got this one. I got this. I'm dealing with this. So he's got shit under control. He's working hard, but he got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Aries are. We work hard, but we got this. Because I'm the type of person, when I'm at work, it pisses me off, but I know that when it occurs, I don't have time to stop and get pissed off all around. Like, so if someone comes to me and says, I can't do this, or can you do this, or I don't have time, what do you mean you don't have time? Do you know what I have to do? But okay, fine. I'll do it. Just go away. And that's just how we are. We're like, okay, we got it, but damn, you know? So it's like, now that you've closed this cycle and into this situation, you're just like, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to hold on to my money. I'm with the 4 coins, it's holding on to something, but I'm getting that you need to, it's more, this is actually about money. This is actually about stability. This is actually about saving. So like now you're like, I'm just going to stack my chips. I'm just going to stack my paper. I'm just going to save my money, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. And that's the energy that you're in. You're ending a situation. You ended a relationship. And like I said, now you're just looking at life differently. You're like, because at a point, I'm telling you, I love love. I love love. When I read, most of the time, my readings all, anybody will tell you, if somebody asks me about work, it'll always refer me back to their love situation, because you have to have that in order, your personal life in order, before you can move forward in a lot of other areas. So sometimes the blockage in your work life is because of something that may be emotional, or in your financial life, maybe because of something that may be emotional. And I feel like the situation I personally got out of was blocking me from what I'm trying to do with the rest of my life. And so that's what energy that the Aries Collective has been in pretty much as well, because I've seen where a lot of the readings, a lot of the days are like Aries had, at one point, Aries had actually reached out to someone for help. It's very hard for us to ask for help. And when we do, and then the person doesn't, you're just like, well, I helped you and I did for you. What the fuck? You know? And people just look at Aries like, you're fine because you're Aries, but we need help too, and we need people too. And at the end of the day, when we realize, or come into the realization that, you know what, really, you're just holding me back. I don't need anybody. And then see, in this King of Cups depiction, okay, in the Page of Cups card, the fish is in the cup. But here the fish is just swimming around in the water, and there's all this water. So it, to me, it's really an unstable situation. He does not look stable. He's floating on like a slab of wood. His whole little chair is just floating around in the damn water. I could not. That's wishy-washy. And so that's what you ended. That's what you ended. Somebody who was not consistent. Somebody who was not present. Somebody who was not there. Somebody who was not on. Okay? So, and you're just getting out of that. And you're like, okay, I'm good now. I can get my shit together. Beautiful. Continue. Aries, continue. It's going to be all right. You got this. We Aries. You got this. Okay? Beautiful. All right, next up, here we go. Miss Queen Empress, Aquarius. 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 I love that show. That's Hair. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. I don't know if it still runs on Broadway. It was very popular, like, in the 80s. Broadway play, Hair. It took place, the stage was set in the 60s, hippie generation. Okay. Okay. We have the Emperor's card. The Hermit card. Keisha Stewart, if you're still here, what's your zodiac sign, baby? 5 of Staffs. Justice card. And the 7 of Cups. Okay. Once again, you're standing in your power, all right? And so with the Empress card to the Hermit card, I'm getting that some of you, you're in solitary mode. You're single. You're living life. Keisha Stewart, Virgo. Yes, Keisha, baby, I did read Virgo already, so you're gonna have to catch the playback. I think you were like the first sign. You were back there. Yeah, yeah, you were back there. So I think you were like the first or second sign I did when I popped up here today. So yeah, so you're gonna have to catch the playback, but hang in there because oh, what, Juliet? You're gonna have to hang in there because but still hang in there because my messages are awesome. Okay. So because there could be like most of my readings, I have to hit a collective message because I put a collective stamp because there are messages that are. If you want a really awesome message, check the Wednesday and Thursday messages and read where it says "Don't date beneath you." That's a message for you. Okay. The Empress, the Hermit card, the Five of Staffs, the Justice card. I said I was gonna stop doing that to my nails, and the Seven of Cups. So basically, you're in self mode. Okay, Aquarius, and that's awesome. You're building on yourself. You're working on yourself. You, but you're still struggling to quite get a grasp on what you want and what you deserve in life. You got options. Yes, you have options. So keep weighing them. Just keep trying to figure out what it is that you want, where it is that you ask spirit. Okay, lifting your voice when you go to church. Most churches, in some form, whether it's just a simple prayer or whether it's a good thing, it's a positive thing to lift your voice in prayer, okay? To voice to the universe, no matter what religion you are, what you need to speak it. Yes, okay. Some of us are connected enough where we can converse with spirit in our head. I do it all the time. Um, that's why I think a lot of things like me trying to do this read last night didn't go well because spirit has been telling me I'm overworked, I'm tired, I'm having emotional trauma this week, and really should be resting more. But being Aries telling us to sit down and rest is like what? But I do need to listen. I do, but I still haven't. Need to, but haven't. Okay, so a lot of us are at the level where we can converse with spirit and our higher selves in our head, and that's why we're here as light readers, all of us, to try to get everybody up there to that level. But it helps, even for us. Even it helps. I don't give a damn who thinks you're crazy. Okay, you ask. Get into a meditative, contemplative state. All right, clear your mind of any and everything that you possibly can. Um, and simply ask out loud. Ask spirit, what path am I supposed to take? And whatever comes to your head. People think that thoughts do just pop into your head, but a lot of times when it sounds like you ask a question and an answer pops into your head, that spirit. Why people don't recognize it, or they say my conscious or my subconscious. That's fine. Call it whatever you want, but listen to that damn voice. It's there for a reason. We all have it. Do you honestly think we're not connected? Do you honestly think that we are just here and there's no outside? Do you honestly feel like one day, because it really wasn't Thomas Edison, it was Nikola Tesla who came up with the way to transport electricity from place to place, okay? And that whole process thought. It wasn't I'm sorry, he helped Thomas Edison develop one method. Then he came up with a better method. Anyway, it's a long story. You can check it out. You can Google it. It's also on YouTube in several videos. But it was Nikola Tesla. Do you think that just popped? Nikola Tesla was very, very spiritual. Very spiritual. Um, he was OCD. He dealt with numbers. Google or pull up on YouTube Tesla code. Um, do you really think that he didn't have a spirit communicating with him? That people who developed the technology to do things back in the day, like build the pyramids and things of that nature, or just ideas that just popped into people's heads, like our great philosophers like Immanuel Kant and Freud, and all these. Freud was a little off, but all these people that had these revolutionary ideas, and where they came from something else. All right? The brain just did not fabricate on its own. Yes, the brain is capable of great things, but one of those things is receiving outside communication from source. Okay? Because we're all connected to that same source. All right? And some messages some people can't handle, just like some people can't handle the truth. There are some people that can handle a message and be able to carry that message out, and the universe or source will pick those people that have the brain capacity to carry out that message. So Tesla was a genius, and spirit and source used that genius in order to deliver the messages that got us electricity. Okay? So that's what I'm saying to you. Close your eyes, open your mouth, and and physically speak out. Verbally say out loud, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? What course, what path, what direction am I supposed to go in? And be open to receiving that message. Okay? Ask for a sign if you need to. Set up something very specific. Say, Spirit, send me a sign. Send me a direction. Send me a clue. Send me a hint. Ask for it. Speak it out loud. I don't care who thinks you're crazy and who not. Who doesn't, fuck them. Let go of caring what anybody else thinks about you. First of all and foremost in life. Who gives a damn? Nobody cares what anybody else thinks. Or you shouldn't, because it's you and your life. Nobody's got to live your life and your truth but you. Okay? So you've been for a while, Aquarius, trying to pin down what you want to do, or what you feel like you deserve, or what path you need to take and go in. And I thought you had it in one of our recent readings. I was like, hey, you're finally deciding what you want to do. Or maybe you were just deciding that you need to do something. Okay? But whatever it is, I see with the Seven of Cups, you got options. You're weighing those options. So this is still a place of indecision for you. But I want to say be patient, and in divine timing, it'll come to you. But you still have to ask for it. Okay? You still got to ask for it. You still have to let universe and spirit and source know that you are ready. All right? And, or, if you're not ready, ask spirit to prepare you. All right? To make you ready. All right? Just tell it like that. They said, I don't like a lot of the premise of Christianity. There's a lot of guilt. I'm more aligned with the teachings of Ma'at, where it's not just you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, as in Christianity. Be punished, be punished, be punished, be punished in Christianity. Ma'at weighs your doings, your actions, in more of a form that, okay, in Christianity, you don't steal, you don't steal, you don't steal. Okay. In Ma'at, it's why did you steal before you're judged. Okay. It's did you steal to be greedy, or did you steal because you were hungry? And so it's weighed in that fashion. You see what I'm saying? Did you murder someone because you were robbing them, or just out of just to do it, or you hatred or whatever, or maliciousness? Or did you kill somebody because they were trying to kill you or someone else? Were you protecting someone? It's more of a reason, because everybody does everything for a reason. Okay? So it's a weighing of that. It's a weighing of that. All right? It's more of a fair, I just can't. Christianity, a lot of things. But, but it does have a lot of good things, like I was saying, and so just claim it. When the Christians say, use me, Lord, use me, that's what you're going to say to source. Guide me, use me. What is the path I'm supposed to be on? What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be serving myself and the world? And allow spirit to guide you and source to guide you on the path that you need to go on to find which road you need to go down. And sometimes it takes for you to go down the wrong road a little ways, and learn that, whoa, there's too many snakes down this road. Let me go back. Or let me cut across here. Or let me go this way, So ask source to guide you and to show you the answers to what it is that you're looking for. All right? Aquarians, I love you guys. Press forward, though. Press forward. All right? You'll figure it out. They try to scare you to death. Right. They try to scare. They use fear. It's just like psychology when it tells you now I do believe that a child, I believe in spanking. I do. I do. I do believe that you know a kid needs a spanking every now and then, because when a child is one and they're trying to touch something hot, how else are you going to communicate to them, don't touch that, other than to hot? You know what I'm saying? Don't touch that. Don't touch that. But and I had a thing with my kids where if it was you would get a whooping if it were something that you know that you were not supposed to do. Okay? And I told you before, quit running through my house. You ran through here, you broke my lamp, I'm whooping your ass. I told you before. Oh, and if you cut up in school, you know you don't go to cut up in school. That was the number one reason my kids would get a whooping. Don't cut up in school, and don't be disrespectful to grown people and adults. There's certain things that I taught you that if you stray from, I will punish you. However, I don't think any of my children really feared me, because that's not how I intended to raise. You don't teach with fear. Fear is not, I don't ever want anyone to fear me. I want them to respect me and do as they're supposed to do out of that respect, not fear. You know what I'm saying? To scare someone into what the hell, nowhere, and people are, find me, and actually a pastor I was watching at one point pointed this out to me. At no point does it say that you're going to hell. So I don't understand why people say that. Okay? It says the wages of sin is death. Okay? That's not progressing basically into the afterlife is what it's telling you. It's basically telling you that once you're judged, and in the rapture, the people they're not taken anywhere, they're left here. And only the people who have done good get to be ascended. That's still not hell. Or that would imply that this is hell, which it is. But, and that's how my grandma taught me. She taught me that the hell is here. That we do and pay for, because that's what witches believe. We do and pay for we pay for everything we do in this lifetime. Okay? That it comes back to you. Well, new school witches say threefold. Old school witches will tell you sevenfold. Find a good old crone. They'll say it comes back to you 7 times over what you do. Newer witches cut it back some and said 3 times over. But I feel like it's in the gravity of the situation as well. So what you put out there, you get back in this lifetime. That when you leave this lifetime, it's simply a reflection and a moving on. I believe in reincarnation. Because no energy can just cease to exist. It must take another form of energy. So I've never believed in people like, you going to hell? There's no hell. There's no hell. And if it is, 9 out of 10 of us haven't done anything that major to get there. You know what I'm saying? If there's a hell, there's probably like Hitler there. You know, somebody who was a mass, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be, I don't think it was a scene in Little Nicky, the movie Little Nicky, where somebody gets told, I can't remember who, gets told that he laughs at him and goes, you're not important enough to get into hell. This is for major offenders down here. You know, it'd be like trying to send Martha Stewart to the electric chair for what she did. You see what I'm saying? And so it teaches or tries to control out of a place of fear. And then the other thing that turned me off to the Bible is there's no good women in there. It's like there's no positive depiction of there's Mary and Ruth who possibly have a positive, you know, I mean, there's very few. Hannah, I mean, you know, but just not a good thing for women in there going on. All right, the devil card, moving forward. Capricorn. You see, it took me a long time to figure it out. Right, they just try to scare you. And then it also takes you away from who you naturally are. It really does. It really does. And then the way that it treats our LBGT community. What the fuck do you mean I'm going to jail? I'm going to hell because I love someone. What kind of shit? So many children, so many people have killed themselves, because of how their families treated them, because of how the Bible has conditioned them to believe that it's wrong for you to love who you naturally in your being are drawn to love. What kind of shit? What kind of... And it's, to me, it's blasphemous, because those things are in there by man. Those things are in there by man. You cannot tell me the Christian God's technical name is Yahweh. I'm sorry, Jewish people. I'm sorry, my Judaish community, because they do not believe that you take his name in vain. You say it at all. But I'm not you. And I don't mean to offend you, so I apologize. But but the Christian God's name is Yahweh. And to me, it's blasphemous to Yahweh, because there are many gods. It is blasphemous to Yahweh to present him in such an ignorant manner. Because you can't tell me that Yahweh came to anybody like, hey, Moses, you need to tell the people that they gay, and that's wrong. And the whole thing about Sodom and Gomorrah was that it was something that was attempted to be forced on someone. It didn't talk to two men who willingly love each other, or two women who willingly love each other, or three people who come together to form a close triad who really love each other within a family unit, and there's a consensual love. It talked about some people taking it, you know what I'm saying, in a forced manner, in an unwilling and nasty manner. It didn't say anything about love. So why did that come from that message? Other than that somebody wanted to control people and scare people. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm sorry. All right, my Capricorns. All right, my Capricorn. See, this is why you should watch my whole videos and not just skip through. I do timestamp, so people don't have to. But I mean, oh, thank you, Keisha Stewart. Yes, they're awesome. I'll see or something that you said throughout the day. Yeah. If I just gave you so many chills. Oh. I mean, it's just, you can't. The judgment in Christianity, I can't. Woo. One of my daughters is a lesbian. How dare I would never. How do you turn your back on your child? Because me and my mom were just talking about that. We were like, you know, in this case of my daughter, we didn't know. And we wouldn't have assumed it when she was little. It's a little harder with girls. But, I mean, that's still your child. That's still a beautiful person. Some of my gay friends, I have more loyal, honest, loving gay friends than I have straight friends, okay? They are beautiful, wonderful people. And in tribal cultures, most of the time, if someone was homosexual, they were considered an oracle. They were considered a higher being, a higher person of a higher consciousness, because the lines of feminine and masculine within that person are merged, are blurred. They're of all things. They encompass everything. They can understand on both levels. That's a beautiful thing. How fucking dare you damn them and condemn those people? Ooh, y'all don't make me cry. I get so passionate about certain messages. I can't with Christianity. I'm sorry. There are some good messages in there, because my message about dating beneath you, I referred to the equally yoked statement. And there are some good, positive morals and messages. But that book, if you want to worship Yahweh, but throw that book away. Take the morals and the good values from it. But that fear, the Psalms are a beautiful book of encouragement and words. I love that. But other than that, there's very few. The star card, my Capricorns. The Ace of Coins. I'm going to stamp that for the collective, that message, Keisha Stewart. I'm going to stamp that for the collective. That was the one for today. Ten of Coins. Five of Cups. Knight of Coins. Okay, all right. Y'all excuse me. I'm in my comfy dress. I got on my comfy bra. Mrs. Joy is tired, and I'm trying to get through life. Okay, so we have the star card, the ace of coins, the ten of coins, the five of cups, and the knight of coins. Can I ever just get straight through happy cards? Why must there be one card that makes me question the whole shit that I see? Okay, so with the star card, I see you manifesting. I see you working on self. I see that you have a new, possibly a new offer for a job or situation to bring in more money coming towards you. A new job offer, a new, a new venue, a new way to make some cash to cash in. So I'm getting that it's what you've been hoping for and it's what you've been waiting on. But with the five of cups, I'm getting that you may actually be unsure. You may be a little bit reserved or apprehensive about the situation or the person with the knight of coins here making this offer. You're not quite sure if there's going to be enough stability in it. Like, it's almost like, because I'm like this too. One time I got one job and I had a job, of course, because I kept one most of the time. There's very few periods. One time when my son was going through a rough patch, I didn't work for a while because he was dealing with the juvenile court system and we were in court every other freaking week. But so like I had a job and I got a new job, but I kept the old one. It beat me up for a couple of weeks, could work in both schedules, but I kept the old job and the new job before completely letting go of the second job. And lo and behold, I did the right thing because, like, out of the blue, the manager basically fired me for something somebody else did. And I was like, what the hell did that have to do with me? I'm not the type of person, I worked with my masculine at that point. And I'm not the type of person that if you fire my mate or my spouse, I don't give a damn. That's you and them. I'm a different person. I come here, I do my job. That's business. We're not mixing business and pleasure like that. And he was okay with that. He was at home pissed off because the woman fired him for no good reason as well. But she was just going through a bad patch in life. Her lover had cancer, and she was just slitting throats left and right. So then after she fired him, she came to me, who I had been doing my job perfectly and wonderfully and well, and was like, well, what happened with him? And I stopped her right there. I was like, whoa, that had nothing to do with me. That's him. This is me. She was like, well, maybe still you need to. And I was like, bitch, really? So what do you feel like I'm going to do? Or you feel like I'm going to do something, or I'm going to be different, or I'm going to not come to work and do my job because you fired my person? That's bullshit. So, and I was right at that point to hang on to, and then I had been there for a few months. I had been working two jobs at that point. I would go in at like one job at like 9 in the morning and get off at 3, go to the other one at 4 and get off at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't playing. But thank God I did that because I needed the job that the first one I hated. I didn't want to be working there anymore. But something just kept telling me, don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. You don't quit. And then when she did that out of the blue, still had a job to fall back on. So that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. That you're apprehensive about this new offer. And so you're not sure if you should, with the Five of Cups, you're not sure that you should let go of the old one yet. Seven of Swords and the Devil card. Right. You feel like something's not right. You feel like something's not right about the situation. Okay. Where's the Nine of Cups here? Two of Swords. So, right. You feel like you need to make a decision, but you're not sure what decision, what you need to do. What's going to be most prosperous for you. So basically, all I can tell you, Justice card. You know that you deserve better, and that's what you've been wanting, so you can get in your Queen of right. Okay, Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, right. So that's what I suggest you do if you can. If the schedules don't align, I don't know what to tell you from that point. But if you can, try to feel your way around both. Try not to jump out of the fire into the frying pan, because sometimes, shit just looks greener on the other side. And someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side. But I took a visit and I probably missed it. It was different but exactly the same. Hey, 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 hey. So then she says, until further notice, I'm in between. Okay, so try not to jump out of the fire pan into the fire. You never know. Like I say, it could be astroturf on the other side of that. It might not even be real grass over that bitch. You don't know. Be careful. Proceed with caution, because I'm seeing here with the devil card that something is not right. Your intuition is telling you here. And then the two of swords is a card of intuition. She's blindfolded and she's got those two swords and she's got to swing them. She's got to decide which sword she's going to swing and in what direction, all based on how she feels and what she knows to be around her, and because she can't see. All right, I had my first husband lost his eyesight toward the end of our relationship, and and people were like, how do you leave a blind guy? Girl, he cheated. He went to the school for the blind after losing his sight, and he fucking cheated. I was done at that point. But anyway, um, you he used to tell me, because he was very, once he lost his sight, his hearing was on point. He could hear you move. He could hear a person's voice that he hadn't seen in years and know instantly who that was. And that got out. Word got out about that. And so people that hadn't seen him a while and be walk up to him and be like, you know who I am? And he'd be like, yeah, he's so and so. I'm like, damn. Anyway, um, he would say, I want a gun. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you gonna do with a gun, blind man? And he was like, if I can hear him, I can shoot him. And I believe him. I believed him, okay? If I can hear you, I can shoot you. He said, I say, well, damn. Okay? So you're going to have to use your intuition. You're going to have to close your eyes, listen to everything that your spirit, that source is telling you, and use that to guide you. Private readings are $33. Okay. That's if you need more detail. Because that's kind of major. I understand. Because if you move, you leave the job that you don't, it's not great, but it's okay. That's why I am where I am. I know it could be worse. All right? Because I had a worse job before this one. So if I'm scared to leave and go get into another situation where I hate this and should have stayed there. Okay? You know? So that takes some, I feel you. I feel you, Capricorn. That takes some weighing. Whether it's a job or a relationship, that takes some. Okay. Next up, the Hierophant card. All right, that's my Taurians. Hello, my Taurians, my Taurians, my Taurians. All right, Taurians, positive message. Oh, thank you. Juliet says she tries to watch me every day. I love y'all. I do. I love my people. I try to be here every day, and I'm sorry. I'm going to try to do better this week coming. I had a tower moment. A serious major one. So, and I have no shame. A lot of readers won't share. I'm a sharer because, like I said, I feel like, how can I sit here and advise you and talk to you if you don't know that I've been through the same damn struggles you have? You know, light workers, we're people. We have shit happen too. We don't have perfect relationships. We have shit too. All right, my Taurians. The Lover's card. Okay? The Seven of Cups. Let me show them as I pull them. That'll save time. The Seven of Cups. The Six of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Good, 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 good. And, oh, and the Four of Staffs. Yeah, so you just basically, you ended a cycle, all right? You ended a cycle. You left it behind. You walked away from the situation. You left it in the past. And it was a soulmate situation, unfortunately. Let me do a little clarification. What time is it? It's 3:10. We're good here. I don't want to. I just used those. Let me. This is love. Let me use Wheel of the Year. Use Wheel of the Year. All right. Mhm. Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay. Yeah. It was just time for a situation to end. Yes, it was a soulmate situation. Um, with the Lover's card, it happens. All right. I just ended my twin flame journey. Maybe I'll see him next lifetime, but I can't in this one. Um, right. So you're gonna be sad. You're going to be sad. And this is the Five of Cups. In this particular depiction of the Five of Cups, in some decks, the Five of Cups has two cups that are still standing upright, and the other three are spilled. And the person is crying or upset over those three that are spilled, but they're like paying no attention to the ones that are upright and still abundant. But in this particular card, they're all spilled. They're all spilled. Every one of those cups are knocked over. So there's no getting them back. There's no going back. So in that, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, there is an end to this cycle. This is over. Okay, this is over. You have moved on, and right, and into a soulmate connection. And I just see you being strong and standing in your power, but I do see that there's new love, there's a new connection that's coming in for you. All right, I'm so, like I said, it's just repetitive, repetitive. Cycle ended. Be strong. Cycle ended. Be strong. Move on. Move forward. Stand in your power. You will be within your single energy here, financially abundant. But I'm getting that you won't be single for long. Okay, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be upset by the loss of the situation, but you're going to be prosperous. You're going to move forward. All right. There's going to be incoming communication. This person, whoever it is that you're trying to move forward from, they're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying. There's going to, like, this bird, this is a cat. I've never noticed that before. This bird has a message tied to his leg. He's got a note tied to his leg. So this person is definitely going to keep trying to communicate with you, but I'm getting that, hold on. They still love you. They still want to be with you. They feel like you're their soulmate. They feel like they can't move on, and and I see them coming in with the new offer to try again. They're going to desperately try to fix this and get you back. But I'm getting that you really just, with the Six of Cups, by the Sun card, you just want to be by yourself so you can be financially stable and abundant. And you're coming up here on your okay, this is Leo, but because there's a bull in this particular depiction, I feel like, it talks about you as well. All right. Uh, I don't know what to say, Taurus. This person is still going to try to come at you and want to be with you, but you know here that I'm getting that you need to leave this behind and walk away. All right, right. With the Two of Swords, you're cutting this out. You're cutting this off, and with the High Priestess, you may you may even be like, I'm going to block this person spiritually or magically. You may do some type of spell, freezer spell, binding spell, or something of this nature. If you need a freezer spell or a binding spell, I'll simply send you the instructions. You can either do it yourself or for a small fee. I don't even know what I would charge for doing that for someone, because there are things involved that need to be purchased. So I would have to. I need to like add that to my services and sit down and figure that out. I just did that for someone, but a binding or blocking spell, I have instructions for those. I'll send you free of charge if you were to email me and ask me for that, or hit me on Facebook and message me and ask me for that, for a freezer spell or a binding spell. Excuse me, to keep someone away from you and out of your energy. Okay, this may be what you need to do because this person's not going to give up. Damn it, I hate that shit. You never. That's the thing about a stalker, right? You never know if they'll stalk you. You never know if the person you're dealing with is a stalker until the relationship is over. Because before then, how would you know? I mean, sometimes you know, because like one time I was talking to somebody and it was like I told the person that I had something to do. I told the person, I was like, I can't see you today. I'm going here with my grandma. And he knew where I lived. I lived like at the time, me and my family were very tight knit. So like me, my mom, and my grandma would always have places that weren't far from each other. And we actually found three apartments that were on the same property at this current time, at that time. And I was going out with my grandma, so he knew we all lived like in this little cul-de-sac area. And he had a friend that lived across the street. So when I said I was going with somewhere with my grandma that day, he didn't believe me. So he actually came and to his friend's house, and instead of being in his friend's house, he sat on the curb across from our driveway to our properties, where you could see everyone that pulled out. And like we were pulling out with my grandma, I was pulling out with my grandma and riding by, and I was like, "Is that this nigga sitting on what?" He's sitting on the curb smoking a cigarette, looking at, and I looked dead in his face like, "You are done for, bruh. I can't with you." And then I had another guy one time. I was out with my daughters, and a friend was watching my kids. Now, mind you, I didn't know I was in a relationship with this person. They had decided this on their own. As far as I was concerned, we were single and just hanging and chilling. And I paid my bills. This is my house. I'm always been an I don't need you type of chick. Um, you don't dictate what I do. I was raised that as long as you pay your own bills, nobody controls you or has any control over you, and that's why you should always support yourself and pay your own bills. Okay. Um, and I was out with my daughters, and a male friend of mine who I trusted was watching my kids, and this guy just popped up in my driveway when I came, and I had just got off the phone with him, and I was like, well, I'm on my way home. It was my daughter's birthday. We had gone to Fuddruckers. If there's not Fuddruckers near you, I'm so sorry. They're awesome places. But that's where she wanted to go. So we were coming home after her birthday dinner. And I had just got off the phone with the guy. And I was like, okay, well, I'll call you when I get home. I'm out with my daughters. And I pull up in my driveway. And this bitch was sitting in my driveway. I was so thrown off, y'all. I did not know what to do. She said, and I had to get the Lisa Frank cards. I love them. Oh, that's what's up, Keisha. I want a private reading from you soon. Okay, girl. Find me on Facebook, friend me on Facebook, or email me, and I'll set you up. I'm off this weekend and next weekend, Keisha. So try to get in here, okay? All right, for your private reading, and I will let you guys know. Like I always try to let everybody know what weekends I'm gonna be off, so that I can get my private readings out. And then if you check my Facebook page, I have a special that runs if you want a midnight reading. And I'm reading after like after 1 a.m. because like on nights when I have a regular schedule, and then we have events where I work that will cause me to have to work overnights. So that's when I get up here and I say I got off at 5 a.m. and then I got to go back at 3, or I got to go back at this time. My normal schedule is Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., which isn't bad. But when we have events, that goes all wonky. And sometimes I don't even get weekends off. I don't get days off sometimes for 2 or 3 weeks at a time when we're booked tight with events. So I will let you know my event schedule. And but so because on my regular nights I work 6 to 12, I get home about 1:45. I have a $5 off special where my regular readings are $33. So I have $5 off special for if you are willing to be up with me at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., which is 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. spot to get your reading. Okay? So check that out as well, everybody. So if you're willing to stay up with Miss and Joy and be here, be up so we can do your reading at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, there's a $5 discount for midnight special readings. And but otherwise they're $33, which is a good price. I don't want to go up too much from there. Like I said, it's more important for me to deliver my gift than to. I do want to be able to leave my full-time job and do this, and I feel like I will get there eventually. But I never want to be to the point where I'm charging more than a person can afford for spiritual help. All right. And when you get a reading with me, I don't just do, if you don't know your zodiac placement, I still do it so I know. I do your entire zodiac chart. If you're asking about a love situation, I do your chart. I do your person's chart. I do a consultation, a compatibility consultation, and then we get into your reading. And my readings are not time limited. I do not limit the time that spirit puts on a message. Okay, and I don't want to go up. I think as I get pressed, the highest I'm willing to ever charge for a reading is maybe 45. I don't want to hit $50 for a reading. I don't. So I'm at 33 right now, and I feel like that's good. I feel like $11 a question is very reasonable, and I want to stay there. I don't want to be like one reader I see who's charging $150 for a reading. I don't ever want to get there. I don't want to do that. Times is hard, baby. Trump is in office if you're in America. You mean the United States. Times is hard, baby. I miss the Clinton, Obama days. Shit. Fuck. You know what? Bush was better than this. I give Bush Jr., I give him more credit. We had some awesome tax breaks come through when Bush was. I got the biggest tax checks ever, income tax checks ever when Bush was in office. So he said some stupid shit, but overall, financially, he didn't do horribly. But this here, this Trump, we're not going to get political. I'm going to try not to get political. I can't. That's not my president. I don't know him. I don't claim him. Obama girl. Obama. Damn, I'm late. Virgo. Yeah, damn it, girl. 11. I got to figure out how to say, what is this? I really want to. You're going to have to hit me on Facebook Messenger and like call me and tell me what the hell, Micah. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, Miss and Joy is great at personal readings. I want to know who you are personally. I've done your personal reading. Mike, I need to know Micah. I need to know who the heck that is. Micah is cool. Okay. All right, Micah. Yes, ma'am. All right. I got to figure out who you are. I don't know who you are. You don't have a picture. That's the issue. You need to put a picture up. Thank you. Yes, because when I say personal reading, people say private reading. Okay, yes, I say personal because your shit is personal. Okay, there's 100% confidentiality with me. There is, I've done a reading for someone that paid for a reading for her daughter, and I was like, okay, you need to leave the room. And to this day, I've never told her. I did, however, confirm one thing because the mom was concerned that the creep the girl was dealing with was not the one for her. And I was like, let me just assure you that is not her person, okay? I didn't tell you who I think. Oh, hey, Maria. I remember you. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, Maria. I don't feel like you got okay, I guess I helped you. I felt like because your situation was, yeah, I remember you. Okay, Maria, hi. Hi, Maria, I remember you. Okay. All right. I got you. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being supportive and being a follower. Thank you. And do you know, the original price, if I've done a private reading for you, and if you ever need another, if you got, for instance, I'm doing $33 readings now. If you get in under the $33 reading, if I go up in a few months on price, you stay at that $33 price. So Maria, you stay at the price that you paid for your reading. You stay at that price. You pay the same amount that I was charging before. for this current price, okay? I mean for your reading if you get readings in the future. Cuz then I don't have to do all of your birth work and zodiac work again and all that stuff, and I'm familiar with you. And it's easier as you read for a person longer, it becomes easier to get into that person's energy. So you stay under your, there's a grandfather clause here, Miss Enjoy Spiritual Life Advice Channel. If you, the price you originally paid is the price you continue to pay, but any new people coming on, you get in under the new price, okay? That's how that works. All right? All right, okay. All right, shit, I don't even know who I'm doing. I'm just a shuffling. Oh, that's it. That's everybody? Hierophant, Devil, Star, Emperor, Strength, Devil, Death, Chariot, Hermit, Justice, Temperance, Lovers, Moon. Right, because previously, like I said, there's going to be a part one. I'm going to edit properly when I get off of here. And I'm going to, it's sometime this evening, I'll probably do it while I'm at work and I'm running around with my headphones on and my pad in my pocket. I'll listen to my feedback and I timestamp. So at some point this evening, I'll put up with the timestamps. And it said patience was averse you. I still have to imagine the way I have to. You have to. It's love, girl. Nothing. And know that there are cycles, and that's why I stuck in there so long. And my mom, everybody around me, they know I have a big heart. They know I have a big heart, and they know that I'm not going to throw a person out in the street. They know I'm not going to see someone be homeless. I'm not going to see someone be lacking, and it's hard for me to hurt a person. I'm very protective of people I love. However, when someone hurts you to a certain extent, it's time to move on. We can talk for a few minutes. It's time to move on. So, just to update everybody on where Miss Enjoy's been this week, and if I break down and cry, just, deal with me. Matter of fact, let me grab my tissue. Um, I ended my twin flame journey, so you will no longer hear masculine running around in the background. Um, it was time. It was just time. Sometimes there's nothing more that you can teach a person at your expense, okay? I hope that he continues to grow spiritually after this, but I know that it's come to a point in the journey where I can't help him anymore. I was more of an enabler because he has to learn to be self-sufficient. And he has to learn to be respectful of others, period, okay? It was time it was just time. Um, So it's been a very hard week for me. All of you have been there. If you haven't been there, one day you will. So I encourage everyone to fight for their love. But there becomes a time where, you have to give up the struggle. If you feel like it's holding you back or you feel like it's blocking you or it's disturbing your peace. And at this point, it was more of a thing that was blocking me and disturbing my peace, okay? Um, Once trust is broken in a situation, it's very hard to regain. Um, and it was at a point where, honestly, he just needed to become independent. He needs to become independent. He needs to become self-reliant. And we all got to be adults at a point. And when a person is so intelligent and so smart that you know that they have all the tools that they need to be successful, if they would simply get off their ass and motivate themselves, and they don't, then it's time to move on and move forward, okay? So, y'all bear with Miss Enjoy as I go through my struggles, and I help you through yours. And so I encourage everybody to work on their love, especially their long-term relationships, and be patient with each other because there are cycles, and that's why I stuck in there for so long. There are good cycles and there are bad cycles. Periods of time. There's ups and there's downs, there are highs and there are lows. There are days when you hate your spouse, there are days when you love your spouse. However, when the good outweighs the bad, when there's more bad days than there are good days, when something's just not serving you and you've been in a constant lacking of, I'm a writer. I'm a big writer of my feelings and my emotions. So, and my mom used to say it was passive aggressive. And my son said it one time. My son was like, my mom will be down the hall from you. And instead of coming to say something, she'll write you a letter and leave it on your door. I feel like that's more concrete. It gives me time to think and clear my head and to say something that if you go to a person, you may say something that you don't need to say or that's hurtful, you know? I can write a letter, I can read through that letter, and I can discern, okay, that's mean. I'm not going to say that and fix it, you know? So, um, I wrote my masculine a letter like 13 years ago. And after he would read the letters, I'd take them back. And I have a binder that I will put them in and keep them. And then I wrote him a letter about 2 years ago, year and a half ago. And I remembered, I found it. I didn't know where it had gone. And I was cleaning up and I found that letter. And I was like, it was in, I got on those ottomans that you lift up and it's got the storage space in there. So I lifted it up. I was like, I haven't looked in here forever. What the fuck is in here? So I lifted it up and this letter was in there along with some other old mail, some shit about my like 401ks and shit from work. But anyway, I pulled this letter out and I go to read this letter. I go to read this letter and I'm like, you know what? And I came back to my book and I grabbed my book and I pulled out a letter from 2013. And in that letter from 2013, when I tell you it was damn near the exact same words, I realized that, I just can't. That and the fact that I've been trying to get my house in order for what, if you go back and watch the, Don't Date Beneath You, Maria, we talked about it. The Don't Date Beneath You thing. I'm still not done cleaning and organizing my home. It was to the point where I would stay in my room where it was clean, and I did not even want to go out into my living room, into the area where he dwelled, into the rest of my home, because it was just horrible. It was just horrible out there. So I've been cleaning my tower moment was Monday. I've been cleaning since fucking Monday, in between work and in between this. I've been cleaning since Monday, and I still don't have my house back the way that I need it to be. I still have a couple of closets to clean out, and I have to box up some things to be shipped away. And I just I can't. When it disturbs my space, I'm the type of person, when I come into a relationship, I said I'm OCD. I need my home a certain way. Okay. I don't tolerate cheating. Okay. I want openness and honestness. Okay. There was not a thing about me that was left out when I entered into that relationship. Why did I get hit for almost 8 years? Blindsided, hit. This coming out the cracks. This coming out the woodworks. This coming out the so Maria. If it's a slow moving energy, that's why I say take it. The next person that I get involved with, I will go at snail speed. I need to meet your mama, your children. If your grandparents are still living, I need a background check. I need to know everything. I need to go visit your high school, talk to your math teacher from 7th grade. Bitch, I ain't playing. You heard me? I need to know everything. I need a person that's going to come to me true, honest, at face value. I don't want to get hit with shit, because then you get there and you're attached to the person and you love the person. And yes, that's my twin flame. It is. It is 100%. I recognize that. But and that's why your twin flame is your opposite. I talk about that in my soulmate talk, twin flame talk. Your twin flame is your opposite. And so, yes, they're going to be a mirror image. They're going to be the opposite of what you are. And you're meant to teach each other certain things. And he was there. This situation was to teach me to be stronger. And I am now. Okay, I'm here. I'm strong now. And I was strong enough to walk away. And I know that he's the strong because he thought I never would. But there's a point where you can only continue to take support and do. When you find yourself in a period of lacking, when you find yourself without this, that, and the third because of another individual. I used to be all for love, but bitch, when love goes out the window, when you look at your bank account and you realize that all this money went to someone else, not what you needed, and that you didn't have to be. And there's no reason. There was no reason for my home to be a mess. There's no reason for my financial situation to be a mess. None whatsoever. I am very abundant and prosperous. But because and who talked about, what reader? I need to go find that link. There was a reader that talked about someone having a parasite. Who was it? And she was like, I don't know if this person was it House of Oshun? It might have been House of Oshun for her Leo, because I'm a Leo rising. I love her. That bitch bad. Mimi, you bad bitch. And I hope she don't take offense to the B word if she should ever see this, because I'm not that type. When I say bitch, it's completely endured. I'm a bad bitch too. You know. So it's somebody talked about a parasite. I'm not sure if it was her. I think it was. I watched like Felice at uh evolving butterfly, something like that. Um, evolved butterfly, something like that. She's good too. It was one of the two. And they talked about a parasite, someone having a parasite, be it a physical parasite or a person. And that's what I had, y'all. That's what I had. And I don't think that person even, I don't know if he meant it or not. And at this point, I can't take the time to care if he meant it or not. But I know that's what was going on, and I know it was time for me to put an end to it. Okay, you can't just ride on someone else's back forever. Their back gets tired. My back was tired. My back was tired, physically and emotionally. Okay, because when my space, my home is not right, I can't move in clarity. Understand? Um, so and yes, I'm financially abundant, but and I don't feel like I was really lacking a lot. However, if I can't do the things that I need to do and want to do, then that's still keeping me back. I want to be able to buy a tarot card deck or two every month. I want that was my goal to buy like three a month, and I couldn't even do that. And I should be able to do those extra things for myself. I should have the chair. There's a specific kind of chair I want for here. I should be able to buy my chair. I should be able to. I'm getting I have it. I got it. And if you had you, then we would have been fine. But you don't have you because you weren't raised to have you. You were raised to lie and steal and parasite off of someone else. And me and another ex of his just had this conversation last night. If she ever watches, shout out to you, baby mama. Shout out to you. Um, um, and that's always gonna be my baby mama now. I'm gonna send that baby a Christmas present this year. Matter of fact, her birthday's coming next month. I'm gonna send her a present. But you can't. And when it's not just it's the all the other exes are seen and done the same thing, because there's like four of his exes that have said the same fucking thing. So and yeah, okay, you're my twin flame, but the baby, if I can't help you get it together, so maybe this is what was meant to help him get it together. And so that I hope that he does. And collective, y'all pray for him, because I can't. I have blocked him. I have blocked his mother. I have blocked it. Okay? I can't. I can't. So maybe next lifetime, like Eric Badu said. All right? But just a messy person. I make good money, but I was always spending it on him and what he needed for his career. Right. Yep, so I'm like that too. Just me and my kids, we've been together for a year and plus. Right. I have to have a clean house to think right, to sleep right. That's right. You got to have a clean. I can't even sleep well at night if you know what I'm saying? If my room is a hot mess. I took in a friend. My mom talks about it all the time. I took in a friend when I was in high school. Her mom caught her in her room with a boy and threw her ass out. And so I was like, Mom, Tiffany, I can't see her in the street. She don't have nowhere to go. So she came to stay with me. And at the time, of course, so my mom was like, fine, but she's got to share your room. And I was like, okay. I had my son at 16. So, I had my son. It was me and my son. I was a mom. My room was in check and in order. I got to have my room in check and in order. I have a child, and that's like I said, I keep saying that's how I was raised. So my room was always immaculate, and my child's things were always immaculate. And she just was like a hot mess. I got so angry and just I cleaned up everything, and I took all her stuff and I put it in a pile in the middle of the room. And I was like, you need to get your stuff and you have to go because I cannot function in this. And she healed things and went home to her mom. But my mom talks about that all the time. She was like, because you put Tiffany ass out. I'm sorry. You can't keep my... So it's not something that's new, and it's not something that he didn't know. You know, if it was something he was blindsided with, like for instance, the child that I was blindsided with in the beginning of the relationship, that I should have run then. And it's, you know, we do those things. Like Ashanti said, be the things, all the things that we accept, be the things that we regret. To all of my ladies, you see what I'm saying? It's the shit that you overlook that you go back and you say, I shouldn't have. But because you got your heart and your body involved before you knew everything, you know, and in my case, I set out to find everything. I asked those questions. I was simply lied to, and I was simply manipulated. And that lying and that manipulation never did stop. And while that's a great and wonderful person, I'm sad that society, that not society, I'm glad that I'm sorry that he was raised in a way that took him away from being able to be the man that he can be. And I hope that he finds his way back. All right, y'all. I love you. And I'll be up here. Like I said, hope your notifications are on. I'll be up here over the weekend. And we're going to jump in. We're going to answer some questions. We're going to do some chats. All right? So even if it's just a few of y'all, I'll be here. And I love you all. And I got to get ready to take my ass to work. And I will, like I said, I'll talk to you again tomorrow, Saturday. And we'll talk to you Sunday for your dailies for Monday. And being that I'm trying to get through this, I'll probably be up here with y'all a whole lot. All right? I love you guys. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.